I am not sure if I had the microphone plugged in for the last one or not, but I'm going to re-record this intro. Okay, so hey, good morning. How are you guys doing? Hello, world. And it is May the 4th, so May the 4th be with you. I woke up a little bit early, set my alarm for 6 o'clock. I just got on the road for 7 o'clock, so I'm going to try to get to the destination and target area just a little bit sooner. I doubt it's going to happen. I don't know, what do you guys think? Am I going to hit roadblocks, road closures, accidents? This road's so fun to drive, especially in a little tiny car. Yeah, so 7 hours is going to put me at 2 o'clock. That's around the time that the storm's going to be initiating, but I got to drive through a little bit of Missouri, Oklahoma, into Texas. So I got a little ways to go. Yeah, hopefully I'll get there on time. We'll see. I'm going to give it a shot. So let today's thing begin. Well, today the SPC has a enhanced setup for the outlook in about the Wichita Falls area to Oklahoma. South is always nice, so I might try for Wichita Falls, but I might just take 44, basically go to Oklahoma City. And I don't know, that's going to be the shortest route, so if things do initiate, I'll be there first. I don't know if I'm going to do that or just take the chance on possibly being a little bit late and fall south. But I might as well go south now, right? Because yesterday it was a pretty hopeless cause to try to go south. That sucked. So, yeah, I'm going to lay down about another 1,200 miles today. And, yeah, already stuck behind a FedEx truck doing 35 in a 60-mile-an-hour area. Let the fun begin. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to start heading out, so I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. See ya. Alright, so driving into Tulsa, and there was supposed to be a little bit of rain and stuff this morning. That was going to clear out. Skies were going to clear up a little bit, and then the convection starts and the big storm starts. So I'm driving through the rain right now, and I just got a warning of a severe thunderstorm just south of me. Who would have known? I don't even think any other meteorologist or anything like that really predicted anything like that. I don't think they were talking about this first little wave of rain. Other than it's just going to roll through, and that's that. So yeah, hopefully that's a good sign for the day to come, and severe storms are on the horizon, I guess I could say. Yeah, hopefully it'll be good, but I just thought that was kind of interesting. Thought I'd chime in. I'm in Oklahoma, mile marker 263 right now, getting ready to go into Tulsa. Still driving, still doing good. Not many backups, not many mess ups. I brought my pillow and blanket this time, so that's pretty awesome. I'll be able to sleep a little bit better. I slept on an old packing towel from moving as my pillow last night, 2 nights ago. Yeah. Anyway, carry on. Okay, so I checked out the models, just kind of taking my time and glancing at them and seeing what's changed over the last couple hours. I still have a couple hours to go. Right now it's 11:28. I'm about 25 miles from Oklahoma City, where I'd cut south and go to Wichita Falls. So looking at it, there is some good potential south of that, kind of southwest of that. There's a line of like 3 or 4 monster supercells all the way down to Fort Stockton, which is pretty much down by the Mexico border, all the way in southwest Texas. That's a long ways away, and they kind of speckle themselves going up into the panhandle of Texas. So looking at the models, there's a whole lot except for the cape and the most unstable cape that's pointing towards I-40 at the Oklahoma-Texas border up in the panhandle. So I'm gonna go there. Looking at it, the updraft helicity swaths look really, really good. Lots of good spinning storms. The VIL looks good. The radar and simulated simulated reflectivity look pretty good too. The 0 to 3 cape looks pretty good. Everything's looking pretty good for that area, so I'm going to go down to Oklahoma City, hop on I-40 and just cut straight west. I'm not going to go south to Wichita Falls, so I'm going to give that a shot. I'm going the northbound on this one, and hopefully it will pay off. There's some pretty good storms in that area. There's some very photogenic supercells that happen in that area as well, so got my fingers crossed. Hopefully it'll be worth a long drive of driving into the panhandle of Texas. So it's going to end up being about 7.5 hours to 8 hours of driving. 7.5, somewhere in there. I haven't figured that out, but it's going to be a little bit longer than the original target destination. So all right, so that's the new plan, and eventually I'm going to have to stop, get some gas, food, grab some lunch, all that good stuff. So I'm going to start heading there, so I will probably see you guys there. I should be getting there at about 2:30, plenty of time. 5 o'clock is the initiation time window, give or take a little bit before or after. So hopefully I should get there with plenty of time. So everything's on time, smooth sailing, good traffic, great weather, good to go. So I'll see you guys there. Yeah, that's one of the things out here on the road is you eat whatever you can get. No sitting down at restaurants, no ordering a pizza or gas station hot dogs. You know, not bad though. Some of them are good. Love has some monster hot dogs. Almost make you feel weird eating it. So I changed my mind, of course. Just started heading out of Oklahoma City towards Amarillo in that direction, and looked at the latest models, and I don't know, there's just a lot of storm activity, a lot of singled out storms down by the Wichita Falls area. There's one really nice one that I think is going to be basically the triple point that is up on the border of Texas, Oklahoma, out I-40 where I was going last. Lots of very strong helicity with it, which kind of got me excited, but it also goes into a cluster pretty quickly and moving fairly fast. The ones down south are moving a little bit slower. They stay singled out a little bit longer because they're spread apart. And there's like 3 or 4 of them right in the Wichita Falls area, and then 3 or 4 south of there that goes down to Del Rio into Mexico. So I think there's a lot higher of a chance to get onto something because I'm going to have choices down here. Up there is going to be a one-shot deal off of I-40. So if it produced, it did. If it didn't, it didn't. And I go home. So this one, if the one I'm on doesn't produce and the other one starts looking good, or another one starts looking good, they're close enough to where I can jump between them in about 50 miles or so. So again, that's the plan. That's the update. Always crossing my fingers, hoping something good will happen. So fingers crossed. It is foggy outside too, so I don't know what to do with that. That's kind of weird. That tells me it's kind of stable and really humid. I don't know. So anyway, I'm taking some backcountry roads down south into Texas, and that's where I'm heading. So I will see you at on the next clip. Can you have a fognado? Now that is the question. just looking for a place to pull over. Here's a gas station. This is kind of on the edge of town. I'm gonna go ahead and pull into here and chill out for a little bit. It looks like two big cells are going to be forming around the Childress, Texas area. Hopefully they kind of stick together for a little while and come up my way. I'll see what they look like when they initiate. Maybe head south, but yeah, just don't know. Got an hour or two before things really start to fire up. It's 2:34. I did not go to Wichita Falls because as I was looking at the models, it's just happening in a different place, a little bit west and a little bit north. So yeah, so seems like this is where the storm's going to be. It's the Wichita Falls area, if you want to say that, but kind of, sort of. So we will see. I'm going to wait. And there we go. That's that. Okay, so I'm sitting here looking at the models, and I am in a good spot, but I think I can be in a better spot. Now I'm going to take a snapshot of this real quick. This is the helicity swaths. Different degrees when the storm is circulating. That's where you want to be storm chasing if you're possibly going to get supercells or tornadoes or hail or anything like that. So it looks really, really good just west of here, north of Childress. Yeah, see, I mean, the models page doesn't really show cities or anything like that, but I know where it is. So I think I'm going to go ahead and fill up my tank. I got about 3/4, a little more of, of gas in my tank, but I'm going to top it off because I am at a gas station right now. I might grab some snacks or something like that because who knows where I'm going to be in 4 hours. And I'm just going to head west a little bit. I don't think there's much out there. I think it's going to be a small little town, maybe a gas station, but maybe not. Yeah, and I'm just going to go out there, sit and wait. Wait for these storms to do what they're supposed to do. All right. Until I get there. All right, so I'm sitting in Altus, Oklahoma. I went a little bit west. It looks like the storm initiation is going to be in Texas. Not quite Amarillo, but definitely on the Texas side of it. And it's supposed to make a right turn. It looks like it's going northeast and then it goes east. Not totally confident in that. So if I'm back at the last city I was in and it decided to keep going northeast, I might be in trouble on not getting it. So I wanted to get a little bit closer to where it's going to initiate so I can follow it along. Luckily, the roads are fairly plentiful. I've got a lot of north, south, east, and west roads all the way around. So I'm in a pretty good spot for it. There's a storm that fired just outside of it that's kind of blowing up that wasn't on the HER model that I'm afraid might be it, but it's still about 2 to 3 hours out for the storm that I'm looking for. I looked at the previous runs for about the last 12 hours, and all the runs are basically saying, yeah, something's going to happen here. It's pretty consistent, a little different shape, some partnering storms with it, kind of come and go throughout the models, but all the way from 7Z till now, 19Z, it's been pretty consistent. So I'm going to trust it. I got faith. I'm going to trust it. Hey, maybe today might be the big day for me. Get a real good tornado. So yeah, I'm gonna hang out here. I think it's a couple hours out. There's some other chasers starting to kind of gather, if you will, and yeah, it looks like it might be a good spot. So if I see something starting to fire up, I'm gonna run over to it and try to intercept. I'll see you then. All right, well, don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but I think this is my storm. It's a baby. It's adorable. but I think it's drinking its milk and it's going to grow up to be a big beast. So that is over in Texas. It's still supposed to make a right-hand turn and come basically directly towards me a little bit south. So I'm thinking about dropping down a little bit south and try to get on the right side of it. I don't want to be out in front of it. I want to be on the south side of it, to the southeast side of it. So that should be where a hook echo forms and hopefully a tornado. So I am still a little bit far out to make a decision on exactly where to go and when to cut down south or anything like that, because it's tiny. Wouldn't mind being on it right now, but because I'm bored sitting in a grocery store parking lot, staring out the window at semi trucks going by and people leaving and going home and normal everyday shenanigans. So yeah, I'll see how long my patience holds out. If not, I'm gonna hit the road and start traveling a little further west or south or southwest, or however the old pointer takes me. So that's the update right now. It is 4 o'clock. So between 4 and 5 o'clock is when it was supposed to fire. So it's basically right on time. The HER might have done a good job today. It's been kind of off lately, so that would be nice. I hope everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. I'll be in good shape if that's the case. So with that, I am going to look at everything a little bit longer. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna sit here and think about it. Okay, maybe I'm going somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna go further, a little bit further west, and get into a little bit better position for this. Mostly gonna be south, because right now it is turning south and it's going right along the Red River, so that's kind of over by the Childress area, and I don't know, but all the storms have been going further north than the HER has been saying. Let me shut this thing up. Silence! They've been going a little bit further north in trajectory than the models have been saying, so I'm kind of expecting a little bit of that to happen with this storm. And if that case, it's going to be straight west. If not, it's going to be south. So I'm going to get to an intersection basically to where I've got a quick road going south, higher speed limits in either direction, so I can boogie woogie and get on the storm. So yeah, hopefully I'll find something. There's a couple little small towns out there with a couple highways that should be at least 65 miles an hour, so I'll be able to do it. The Red River is the only thing that concerns me. I don't know where the crossings are for the Red River. I know it can be a little bit scarce in some places, so I'm going to check into that once I kind of get in the area. I don't know if I'm going to maybe go into Texas first, or anyway, I'm going to quit babbling. I'm going to drive. Okay, got the two storms already firing up down there. They went a little further south than what the HER model said, so not really too happy about that. I just went up the road a little bit, and here you can probably hear me better now. Yeah, I just went west a little bit and stopped because it wasn't really supposed to happen yet, and it was going to be coming right towards me, but little storm flared up, went bigger, split into two. Now we got two severe warned storms. I'm still like up at the very top of that screen. I have about an hour plus to go to get to those storms, so hopefully a whole lot doesn't happen in the next hour. We'll see. Yeah, I wish I would have kind of gotten down there, but the models were off a little bit, so who knew? There's a lot of people down in Childress. They knew. I don't know how they knew and I didn't. They're smarter than I am, but I'm learning. So, yep, hauling butt down there, and hopefully I'll be able to intercept something. All right, going into a small town real quick. Speed limit's dropping down, so it's a little bit quieter. Got some people standing in the road, and anyway, so yeah, that storm split, and I'm trying to remember. I learned it a long time ago on what you do when a storm splits. Holy monster trucks. Good Lord. Anyway. Yeah, I think that you go for the right turning storm, and the left one kind of goes more anticyclonic and fizzles out a little bit unless they combine back together, but they're definitely splitting. So that's the most southern, furthest away storm, but hopefully I should be able to get past it. I don't know. I'm going to try. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close. Luckily, they're fairly slow moving. It's a Texas storm, so they seem to move a little bit slower down there in all ways. So that's planned. That's what I'm going for. I'm going to take a snapshot real quick. So this is the storm that I'm looking at here. There's also one behind it that may flare up and do something, most likely will. And that might give me a chance, but I'll have to go through the hill core or something like that on the right moving storm. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna start hauling butt whenever I get the chance to. I'm going through the small town, 25 miles an hour. Come on, got to go, got to go, got to go. All right. And I got a red light. So anyway, yes, I'm leaving it facing forward for now. Making pretty good time. I need to get in front or on the bottom part of the second storm, the one further south, because it's already taken on a little rotation signature in it. Hasn't gone tornado warned yet, but I wouldn't doubt if any moment it will. They keep changing the speed of it, but it's the slower of the two as well. So that's what I'm shooting for. I'm going to pass through Childress, go south, and I got to look at the roads that go south. I don't want to get kicked off to the side or something. So yeah, heading for the southern storm. Long red light. All right, that's the storm in front of me right now. That's the most southern one. The one to the north, that's the left mover, actually has some decent structure on it, but I don't want to go cut over there and chase that one because I think the potential is much higher on that more southern storm to produce a tornado. The little tiny blip of a storm that was following both of them combined up with the southern storm. So maybe that might intensify it, I'm not sure. Sometimes it does. And that would be good, but there's a heck of a wall cloud on that other one. Beautiful structure. It's a little far away, but maybe I'll see if I can get my camera and snap a one-arm shot bouncing down the road. I doubt it. Yeah, and it's pretty dark and backlit, so I'd have to be a bit closer, but what a beautiful wall cloud on it. All right, so the southern storm's already got 2 reports on it for a tornado. So I might have missed it. I'm about 15-20 minutes away from it. I'm still gonna try. The storm is kind of moving on top of the road. Any second now, the hill core is gonna be on the road that I'm on. If I'm gonna try to get to the other side with where the tornado is, if it's even still gonna be producing a tornado at that point, I'm gonna have to punch through the hill core. It looks like some decent hail. Don't really want to blow my windows out for it, so I don't know. It's still pretty far out there. It's going to be on the other side of what you see. So I'm looking at the north part of the storm over on your right. Yeah, who knows? We'll see. Just an update. All right, so I pretty much got around it. I can get a little further, but I'm in the track of it right now. Supposedly just talking with some other chasers, it dropped 4 tornadoes. One definitely has a debris ball. I was looking at that. Here, I'll snapshot it. Can't see it too good right now, but just a few minutes ago there was a definite debris ball. And I am out in the middle of nowhere, so my signal's really slow.
Yeah, that's a tornado right there.
They're screaming tornado. Oh yeah, tornado on the ground.
There it is, yep. Yep, that's it.
Pretty large stovepipe. Nice. Number 8 in the books. It's gonna be just left of the car. It's gonna be really hard to see on this, but yeah. Awesome. Still pretty far away, but yeah, right by that lightning bolt. Take it easy, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and move on around, go to the south. That was a nice tornado. Not really a stovepipe, but kind of not a wedge either. I forget what you call it. Beautiful though. Yes, number 8 in the books. Boudica. And unfortunately, yeah, I got a snapshot of the collision coefficient. And there is a debris ball. So I'll post that up. Unfortunately, it probably hit some structure and stuff like that. I hope everybody's pretty good and safe. Never good when there's damage or somebody getting hurt or especially loss of life. But I'm going to move on over, try to get a little bit closer. Out on dirt roads, as you can see, in the old Corolla S, Stormtrooper S. Stormtrooper. Yes. Woohoo! All right, tornado on the ground again. I'm gonna see if I can get a shot. I'm in kind of a bad area because of the trees. I can't really see it. I tried to stick my camera up in the air. There it is, there it is. race it to it. And if you'll be able to see, it's lifted. It's not on the ground yet, but I am directly in its path. So getting a little further south. You know what? Actually, I'm going to stay right here. I can see it very, very well. And it's touching down again. Woohoo! Hell yes. Okay, so I'm rolling again. Got some good shots. It lifted. But I'm going to try to get a little further south and get back into position. I see where it's going to drop again if it does. So I'm going to try to get pretty close to it without dying, huh? That is the plan. Cross Corolla. Like a freeway with dirt. The hell? Where am I? Oh, there's a lake right there. I don't know if you can see it over to the right. Gravel. Fun. Alright, I'm trying to get back onto it. Had to go way back around south of it just to be able to clear it and make sure that it didn't run me over. But I went all the way back around, got maybe some pictures of lightning, came across that dam. Looked like the Salton Sea. That was pretty cool. But now I am trying to get back up on it again. I am just south of the mezzo, and it looks like this road goes directly into it. So yeah, I got a convergence coming out, and these jerk offs are doing 50, 45. Come on, the speed limit is 75, people. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to get back under it if I do, and get into a spot where I can get a shot of some sort. I'll try and back in. conga line definitely got too thick. I got a little impatient there for a minute, had to check myself. You know, there's a lot of people, kids, a lot of people just standing on the side of the road. And here we go. It is what it is. What are you gonna do, you know? Go with the flow. Hopefully get where you get safely. But yeah, just lay back and enjoy the ride for the most part, you know. Do I want to go faster? Yeah. Do I want to get somewhere in a more efficient time? Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, we got a tornado report right in front of us. My signal's horrible right now, unfortunately. But I have my GPS on the map, and I don't know if it's really updating anything. 8:10. So 19 minutes ago is my last update. So it's kind of where it's supposed to be. Not really. Hopefully I'll get another update here, but yeah, I got 3 bars. Go figure. So anyway, trying to get on this tornado signature. It's still got some rotation off to the left of me, and there's a tornado report almost right where we are, but that's probably kind of old. Do have a real heavy crosswind right now though, so I'm going to pay attention, not worry about talking, see if I get something. Well, that's not going to work very well now, is it? Maybe you got that lightning bolt. Got a wall cloud in front of me. Some tornado reports. There is a little bit of a hook echo, so I'm looking. I'm trying. All right, I know there's not much of a visual on this, but I'm going to take a snapshot real quick. And I am scary close to a very large tornado in part of a hill core at nighttime. So it's a little on edge, to say the least. It's not going in a straight line either. It almost looks like it's kind of wanting to shift and make a little bit of a left turn, which is going to go into my path. So I got to be very careful and keep an eye on the time windows on my radar, and make sure that it's not delayed and I'm getting a 15-minute-old reading on the radar when yeah, it all just goes right into it and I could be in trouble. So right now it's 10 minutes behind, which is pretty normal, and I'm following these chasers from New York. I talked to them last year. Ooh, yeah, that was nice. I talked to him last year, severe weather chaser or something like that. They got a chase team. I'm right behind him. He pulls over, I'm pulling over. That's that. So I trust his call. It's almost right in front of us and people are still rolling, if you can tell. So here, I'll see if I can do something. I'm gonna unplug the mic, see if I can do something with my phone and let you see the radar and where I'm at. So I am right here. A very large tornado is right here. I'm literally like right on it. These people are freaking insane. And it's passing right over the road in front of me right now. I don't know what these people are doing. Shortly. It did die down a lot. It died down a lot. It's much weaker than it was before. very large damaging tornado before that, and it is weakening down. As you can see, when it's down here, that blue, so it does die down. Now I got the microphone back in, you'll be able to hear me. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and wait this out real quick. It's passing right over the road right now. I'm gonna wait for it to pass the road. I gotta get to Vernon, which is the next little town up, try to get some gas. I'm in a quarter tank. If not there, I'm gonna go to Wichita Falls, but it definitely made a left-hand turn. And where I was in absolutely no danger, it just put me in danger if I was to continue, so. All right, I'm waiting it out. Yeah, there goes Daniel Shaw. Guy in front of me is scanning the side of the road for damage. I'm rolling very slowly. Trying to get some lightning flashes to see if I can see it. It looks like it's past the road now. And I should be safe. Up to date radar. Ooh, that's a little sketchy. All right, here we go. Got power lines down and tractor equipment in the road. Oh yeah, it just went through here. More tractor equipment on the right. God, there's tractor equipment literally wrapped around one of the telephone poles here. Looks like a storm trace crew got spun out by the tornado. Everybody's all right. That's good. Their van's stuck. They're gonna get somebody to pull it out. Does it look like any houses out there? See any houses or anything out there?
Storm is already over?
It's past, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically over. It's gonna be out that way.
Okay.
So it's kind of unfortunate. It was going pretty much straight east and it made a hard hook to the left and came right over town. Okay, good morning. How are you guys doing? I just woke up not that long ago and hit the road. I slept at a toll booth. How's that work out, huh? So yeah, I'm still a little bit tired, but heck of a night last night. Luckily, I was able to, I would like to think, help some people out. At least clearing some debris, a little bit of search and rescue. I met up with Daniel Shaw. Man, that guy is prepared for disaster. He's got his game going on. He's a good guy. But helped him out shortly. There wasn't a whole lot I could do. I found one guy that came out of his shelter in an agriculture research center. That got destroyed pretty good. Roofs ripped off and stuff. Walked around with my flashlight for a little bit and yeah, just couldn't find anybody else. Checked in some of the cars. The cars were destroyed. You'll see a little bit in the video. But yeah, anyway, all in all, a pretty good chase night. Got a pretty good tornado. Success. It was a hard chase. Man, that was a hard chase. You know, started out about 2 hours north when it should have been firing, and it started dropping tornadoes, and I'm still an hour and a half away and still managed to get a tornado. and help some people. It's always sad to see the damage. Hopefully I don't hear any more of injuries or anything like that, or any more substantial damage to the little town. Hopefully everything's as good as it can get and as it is when I left, if that makes sense. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get a coffee, possibly some breakfast. Beef jerky does not sound very good for breakfast today, so I'm gonna get something else. I gotta get home. It's 7:45. I still have 5.5 hours or so to be able to get home. So, and we got an accident. Maybe that's why it was so bad. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do my best to get home ASAP and hopefully chase Arkansas today. We'll see. But gotta get home, take care of my chores, and take a shower, all that good stuff. So, all right, going around an accident here. Okay, so hey, thanks for watching. Consider hitting that subscribe button, all that good stuff. You know how it goes. I will talk to you guys later.